So Trey,
It was good.
let's say you have all the survival skills needed for this. But if right now you had an opportunity to go on
An island.
an island for a year, completely disconnected from the world, no phone, no internet, no nothing. You have the survival skills needed to live. Would you go?
That's an interesting one. Are my responsibilities that I have in my regular life like null and void now? Like payments for car, student loan payments I might have to make, rent. Like, do those things in my regular life no longer matter now?
I guess
Because I've been gone for a year, so like,
Yeah,
am I gonna
you
come back and like all that shit's racked up? Like, what is it
gotta
looking
lean
like?
on your car type shit, bro. So,
What is this looking like? Should I save before this year starts? You know,
I'll say this. I say you won't be penalized. So like, I guess any payments you would have would be paused. Now, once you go there, obviously you're on an island. There's no like stores or nothing. So you gotta
just take care of yourself.
type shit.
I would. I think it'd be an interesting year. Wait, am I going by myself? Like
Just you. It's just you. Like
Damn,
nobody
so you're
else.
isolating yourself for a year too. Yeah. What's the reward? Is there like a reward out of this, or is the whole thing just to stay for a year?
I guess the reward is more like you just get to disconnect from the world a little bit. I guess that would be
Call it a retreat in a way.
And yeah, so like I guess that's the reward.
Forced isolation.
Yeah.
Isolation.
So I
retreat.
guess like that's a reward. And I'll give you this. You could bring books and stuff. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But just nothing like electronic or any of that.
That's fine because you're on an island. I'm sure there's like interesting things to do on an island. You know, you can go to the beach. I'm sure there's going to be like trees and such, so you can
That'd
go.
be I hope.
You can go.
Other than that, just straight land. Nigga. Just like just flat.
It's just flat. It's just dirt. It's just sand.
That's it.
It's just a land with sand on it. I think there are interesting things I could do while I'm there. You know, if I have all the fun and knowledgeable skills, I'm not gonna be able to build a house, a fire.
Yeah, you be able to
like
catch your food or figure it out. You think you
Is there wildlife on this?
Yeah. I'll say this. You have animals. Because I think also like you kind of gotta hunt.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
Somehow.
So it's just up to you which animals you decide to hunt or to kill or whatever. You can make a couple of your pets if you want it. Sure,
Yeah, I was thinking I might just for the fun of it, just because like I'm gonna be on there for like a year and I ain't gonna have nothing else to do.
It's like let me at least get like a companion, like somebody I can like
hang out with, you know.
Facts, bro. Facts.
What would you do?
If right now this was given to me, yeah, I would.
It's an adventure at the end of the day.
I think it's an adventure. I also believe due to where we're at in our life, because we're so young, it's like I really don't got nothing holding me back. I don't got any real. I'm not gonna say I don't have responsibilities. Of course I do, but like I feel like no major responsibilities.
Nothing's holding you to where you need to be here at these times because like.
Exactly.
You're the
I don't got
guardian.
A kid. I don't got a kid that I'm watching over. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're not in charge of another life. That is a burden to have.
So because of that, I definitely would. I do think it'd be hard to a certain having animals there would help. I do think it'd be hard a little bit just because you'd be there by yourself.
Bro, for a whole year.
And
I can do the whole no social media, no phone thing. I could do that. That's fine. But like not being able to interact with just family or friends or just anybody for a year, it'd be a little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Like I'd have like rough birthdays and Christmases for sure.
Yeah, well, there was just one rough birthday.
Yeah.
One rough Christmas.
Yeah, it'd be rough. I would be happy about it.
Like during those days.
I'm like by myself.
And that's why you get the pet.
That's if you can get a pet, hopefully.
Well, you hope so, bro. If not, the damn stuff like nobody, like none of the animals really want to be.
Well, I mean, they could all just be aggressive animals too.
Yeah,
or like they're just very territorial. It's like, listen, we're not trying to be pets type shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's
it's
not
like
what
nigga, we're free out here.
Yeah.
Like, why do you?
It's a free country, man.
Yeah,
what you think this is?
It's like, what makes you think we want to be here?
Yeah, we're no slaves, man. We don't do that. We're not domesticated house cats or dogs. Like we're serious.
Yeah, but I do think it would be. I do think there'll be some hard times. Also, you would be very. You come back after a year, but like life kept going.
Yeah.
So like you would be behind
Other people done graduated college, graduated
Yeah.
high school.
Well, other major events that happen
Might have a new president at that
type
point.
shit.
It's just like
yeah, like, you never know.
the
Bro.
world keeps going.
TikTok ban already went through.
Yeah,
Type shit, bro. Like there's like
the world keeps going. It's kind of like you die for a year to get back because no one has contact with you.
yeah, no one had contact with you at all. No one knows where you are,
what you're doing.
what you're doing.
You don't know what they're doing, what they're up to.
Bro. That would be sad though. You come back and like someone important passed away.
Damn, yeah, you just completely missed it.
Type shit. That'd be rough.
Yeah, that would be tough. That would be tough, especially if they're important to you.
Yeah,
Not fun. Not fun.
but I definitely would just because of like our age and the fact that like we can damn near do whatever we want.
So, I'm assuming then, going off of, I guess, just what you were saying, you wouldn't. There are situations that you wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
So family's gonna be one of them.
that's the main reason.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
like
I got kids to feed. I can't
type
just
shit.
leave
Type
for
shit.
a
I can't
year.
just leave. Yeah. Like, I got like real life responsibilities. Like like, like a whole nother human is dependent on me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be like, I can't go. You know.
That's kind of why I had asked, like, all my responsibilities that I have, like, null and void during that time period. Because if I have stuff to do, I'm just gonna leave for a year. And, yo, where the hell is nigga Trey went?
It's like where he been. Like
He has, like, we had plans. We were supposed to do this, that.
yeah.
And kids would mess that up tremendously.
Yeah, there's no way.
Because they're
you
not
can-
like bills or anything. You know?
Nah. There's no way. Like you want to be there for them or whatever. Like there's no way you go there.
Yeah, it's
You
just
leave for
child
a year.
negligence at that point. Like, you're just not taking care of your kid.
Yeah, like you'll stay with moms. I'll leave y'all enough money. But that's still kind of like just like foul. So I probably, as of right now, that's probably the only way I probably wouldn't do it. Or like if I had a serious girl, then I probably wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
So just your girl, not even if she's your wife? I know if she's your wife, chances are.
Yeah, if I'm assuming she's my serious girl, I'm like thinking about Shorty being my wife, or we're going along those tracks. I guess that's how I kind of viewed it.
Why?
So she would have been my wife, I guess, if you want to call it
She's damn near wifey.
Type shit.
She just doesn't happen to have a ring yet.
type shit. Yeah.
Okay. Why is it that with her you would,
What?
or you wouldn't? Excuse me, you wouldn't go on the trip?
Because I think that's a.
Was that too much strain on the relationship? You're gone for a year, so she might just fuck around on you.
It's just that, but it's just like imagine you leaving your wife for like a year, no contact with her, you're just gone. Like how are you able to like sustain that relationship? I think a romantic relationship is different.
You come back.
Yeah, but it's just not the same.
I hear you, and that does make sense. I will say this though,
Because then you also
people
gotta
have been doing that for years, way before me and your time.
doing what?
What do you think people did when they didn't have technology?
Yeah, but I'm just
You
saying.
go off on a trip down to Florida or something. You're not talking to your wife for a couple weeks.
Yeah, but that's just not normal nowadays.
All right,
I
that's
understand
not-
where you're getting at, but like modern.
I hear you, but I'm saying it's possible.
I do think it's
doable.
I do.
You could do
I
it.
do think it's possible. Yes, but still, just in modern era, just how the world is, I just don't think that's really going to be like the best.
You sound codependent. You sound codependent as fuck. I need her.
This nigga, man. How do I sound codependent?
I'm just teasing. That's funny.
That is funny. But nah, I probably wouldn't go.
No.
If she was like gonna be my wifey, I probably wouldn't leave Shorty.
Fair enough.
Would you?
Yeah. I wouldn't. The only situation I wouldn't do it in is if I had kids.
Really?
Because that's like an actual responsibility. I don't think you, and this is your personal experience, of course, or example, but me personally, I guess. Though she's my wifey, yes, cool. I still see her as a grown-ass human being who can kind of like take care of herself, so she don't really need me to be around.
No,
her.
I'm not saying you need it, but I think it's just more like if you want the relationship to last.
Hey, why wouldn't it last if
Because
I was to go to an island for a year and have an experience?
Because you really think she's gonna wait around for a year just because you decided to go to an island?
What difference would it make?
With no.
How does her life change if I do or don't? Like she would still be with me otherwise. Okay,
But
I go out for a year. She does whatever she's doing. I come back. We're still in the same relationship. Or I don't go out for a year. We're still in the same relationship.
But it's different when you're continually. Obviously, she's your girl, so you're seeing her, you're talking to her, you're actually spending time with her and all the other shit. If you leave for a year, you're gone for a year with no type of communication. Now, I think it would be different if you were able to call her, if you were able to talk to her. But imagine just no communication at all. That's the part. So part of a relationship is what? Communication.
Yeah.
She got no communication with you. It's different if you got locked up on some shit. And even if you got locked up, she could still visit you type
still
shit.
visit. You know where I'm at.
Type shit.
You know where. You know the precinct or
type shit. Like,
the cell.
she could still come and visit. She could still come and see you, but you're gone for a whole year. And if this is your wife or someone that you think is going to be your wife, you care about her deeply. And if you're gone for a year without no communication, there's a chance you finna lose her.
But is she really your wife then at that point if all it took was for her not to talk to you for a year, for Shawty to forget about you and be like, all right, well, I'm not going to deal with you no more? Is she really wifey at that point? Because I feel like wifey would know, like, listen, you might be gone for a year. Okay, cool. But that's not forever.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's a year. He's not gone. Like, he's never going to see me anymore.
Yeah, of course.
It's just 365 days.
But I still think just because of that, that's still...
It's 52 weeks. That's not even that long. That's not long of a time at all.
Yeah, if you put it... 52 weeks sound better than 365 days.
Yeah,
but they both
that's why I changed it.
But they're both... Yeah, I know, right? I know. Niggas said 52. That's not sound type shit. Only 52. But, bro, like, that's...
12 bucks, nigga.
That shit's still a decent amount. And I guess this is a great test because then you'll find out whether or not she's wife or not if she stayed.
I think it helps tremendously. If you're really wifey, you'll stick around. If you're not wifey, you won't stick around.
That's true. That's true.
You know what you should do whenever you get a girl? Be like, yeah, I'm about to dip out for a year. See what she says. If she's not wifey, she's gonna go.
I think majority of females would be like, especially if you just meet.
Well, they're not wifey.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't expect a girl to be wifey if you just met her.
All right. Hold on. No one's saying you're doing it to a girl you just met.
You said with a girl that you just met, do that to her.
Well, I figured you'd be talking to Shawty.
How long before I drop this bombshell on her that I'm just gone for a year?
$90.
Nah, she not sticking around. Fuck out of here, nigga. She not sticking around. What are you talking about?
All right. How long?
You been with Shawty for 3 months, and then she's
How long?
gonna...
You think?
At least a couple years, bro.
Years?
Yes.
How many years?
I don't know. Maybe at
Well,
least
like
three, 4, something like that, bro. There's no way Shawty...
I gotta go through an entire high school experience, 4 years
type shit
in order to have her be okay with me leaving for a year.
One, it takes time to first and foremost build that trust. You gotta think she's the one who's gonna have to stay, and I'm also thinking stay loyal in terms of not fucking anybody else for a year.
Well, I'm going to an island. I ain't fucking nobody for a year.
She is. That's what I'm saying. In order for her to stay loyal and her not fuck nobody else, she gotta really fuck with you. And I think 3 months.
Well, that's why she's wifey.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't think you could truly figure out if a girl's wifey within 3 months.
Nah. I don't disagree with that.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you're gonna test her at 3 months if she's wifey. Like, yo, you're going to lose every battle, especially in modern dating. You're not gonna win. You're not winning. You're not winning, and that's why I think if you leave for a year. Listen, bro, unless she really love you on some shit, I think you're cooked.
Yeah, we're probably cooked at that
I think you're cooked. I think if you really love her, stay. Don't go. Because I think if you leave, there's a very, very good chance that, like, when you come back, like, she's not your girl no more. And now you got to find a new bitch. And if she's truly wifey, someone that you really, truly believe is wifey, do you want to take that risk of leaving?
I think you have to.
Why?
That proves if she's wifey or not.
Yeah, but I think also at the end of the day, do you really know? Because what if she been fooling around and you come back, you don't even know. You've been disconnected for the whole world.
Wait, if she's been fooling around while you were gone?
Yeah.
There are ways to find that shit out. No, listen. I have this personal belief, and this is kind of like why you got to be careful what you do. But I have a personal belief that everything you do in the dark, eventually it comes to light. Now, okay, I might not know now. But something gonna happen. Either you slip up, somebody else slips up, something takes place. And I found out the information. I done gone through too many times where I've tried to hide shit, and somehow it was found out. And I'm like, bro, I've done everything in my power to not make this come out, and it came out anyway. And I've seen it happen to other people.
See,
That's kind of why I have that thought process.
I don't think you're wrong, and I actually agree with you. I do believe, it even says in the Bible, I'm pretty sure, anything done in the dark will come to light. But who's to say when it comes to light? Now, let's say you going for a year. Mm-hmm. You come back. She's like, oh, I missed you, all this other stuff, bro. You guys are great, lovey-dovey, life is good. Then 2 years later, you found out that damn, while you were gone, she was cheating on you. Yeah. Now, damn.
Yeah.
Now, it took 2 years. That means you done spent 2 more years with this shorty who you thought was your wife, who you spent money on and did all this.
Yeah, I spent 2 years in blissful ignorance, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now you hear this. That hurts, bro.
I don't disagree, but at least you know.
Yeah, but you know 2 years later.
Yeah, but at least you know. You could not know at all. It could be 10. It could be 20. I've heard of situations of guys not finding out until the kid's already an adult.
Yeah, I heard.
So that. it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
But I still think, but I understand where you're coming from. But like, yes, even though it was done in the dark, it will come to light. Mm-hmm. But who's to know how long? Now, 2 years, sure. It could be 10 years. It could be 15. Now, you done came back. Imagine if you done came back, started a family with shorty. Once you come back, had all this shit happen. Then find out when later on that, oh, she cheated on you while you were away. Now you're gonna feel some type of way.
Sometimes you might find out too late.
And if you knew that earlier, you would have never.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. Sometimes it just happens that way. Sometimes you'll find out in the moment when it's actually happening. Yeah. Sometimes you'll find out years later when the deed is already done and there's nothing that can be done about it. Sometimes you'll even find out before, because that happens too. And other times it'll happen and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Story comes to mind specifically thinking of this situation. The guy who was in his 80s or...
Yeah, and he found out type shit.
Yeah, none of his kids are his. There's nothing you can do about it. What is he going to go have kids now? You can't do nothing about it. But that's just how it goes sometimes, man. It's unfortunate. Yes.
So you're willing to go through that risk? Yeah. Of leaving for a year, coming back, being with a girl for 13 years, and after 13 years find out that she cheated on you, and one of your kids might not be yours?
Well, first of all, in regards to children, you gotta. That's a stretch. That one there.
How was that a stretch?
Here's why. It's one thing to cheat on somebody. It's another thing to have a kid with someone.
So they're still both cheating.
Well, one, I would need to know for certain if that's my kid.
Okay.
And that goes with any woman.
Of course.
So regardless if I'm going to have a kid, is it mine? I.e., proper procedures would have taken place in order for me to find that out. So I would know the kid's mine. Okay. And if it wasn't mine, then I know she was cheating on a nigga.
Okay.
So I would find out immediately. If the kid wasn't involved, I would find out immediately.
All right, so
if no kid
involved, you willing to take that risk?
Yeah, at that point.
Nah, I give it to you.
Well, she by your term, Shawty is wifey. She's a wifey. So therefore, she has all the qualities I want in a wife.
Yeah.
Fuck the 3 months that I said. That's bullshit. I actually agree with you. The 3 years or however long, that's probably better off what you would want to do.
90 days.
Yeah, 90 days. I was just bullshit. That's bullshit. If she's wifey, then she's gonna do wifey things. And I feel like wifey holds you down when you're gone for a year. She knows she's not fucking with no other nigga. She's like, I want him. There's some girls out there that like you so much, I want him. I want no one else. Because no one else is him. You better and those girls are wifey.
You better hope she really down, bro.
She has to be down. She wouldn't be wifey.
Yeah, you would think that. But sometimes, when you're gone, her true colors might come out.
I.e., all things that happen in the dark.
Come to light. But what I'm saying is it could come to light so late that you done already, But
that's the game you got to play, Tyler. You got to just accept it for what it is.
Or you just don't go in this case. Or you don't go for a year.
And miss out on the experience of living on an island for a year by myself and learning about nature and fishing and myself and no responsibilities other than sleeping and eating and whatever the fuck else I want to do on this island. Why would I miss out on something like that? For a
Because,
relationship.
listen, for a relationship, you're absolutely right. But it could be for your family.
I don't have kids. It'd be different if I had. I told you if I had kids, it'd be different.
But it could be for it, like, in terms of, like, for your future family. You leaving could jeopardize it all.
Oh, well, she just not going.
Bro, yeah, like, you could come back and show you, like, nah, I ain't with you no more. Fuck that. You've been gone for a year, I haven't talked to you, I haven't seen you. No calls, no nothing. And she could be like, nah, I ain't fucking with you. I'm gonna go fuck with this nigga Fred or whoever. Because he was there for me during my time of need.
You know what this situation reminds me of? That's fucked up, by the way. That is
What?
tremendously fucked up.
What?
He was with me in my time of need? That's ridiculous,
Listen,
man.
bro, I'm just saying, bro. She might
I've
say
heard
some
that.
shit like
I've heard
that.
some bullshit like that before. That's the thing. It reminds me a little bit of. Don't make me lose it now. Like a question I had asked: Would you prefer to be right, or would you prefer to be right to save your relationship, or wrong to save your relationship? Would you be okay with like going either or? And in this case, it seems as though actually the scenario that you brought to me, that I have to choose whether or not I want to go on this island just to save said relationship. I think I'd still take the risk.
You still go.
Yeah, because I'm like, all right, I'll just get another shorty at the end of the day.
That is true.
That's kind of how I see it. I used to think in terms of, I guess, the one. I don't think in that sense anymore. And I think because of that is why I'm so less likely to, like, not accept, but just, I guess, be more okay with them leaving than before. So if you really don't want to be with me just because I left for a year to go live on an island, so be it. I'll find another girl who's okay with that.
That is fair.
You know?
That is fair.
Because say I'm 23 now. I have a girl. Cool. I go on this island, turn 24. She breaks up with me. Oh, I still have all my 20s to find another girl if that is the case.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm speaking in terms of wifey. I'm not speaking just in terms of a girl. That's where I guess that's where my main like distinction is. If you just had like, even if not right now, if I had a girlfriend right now and this was given to me, I'm leaving. Why? Shorty's not wifey. And the chances, just like you said, 23, by the time the year's over, I'm 24. She breaks up with me, fine. I got hella time to find a girlfriend. Even if I'm older, you still have time to find a girl. But I'm thinking like if you found wifey.
See, this is kind of why I want to find. I want to find wifey right now, but I don't.
I feel that.
Because it's like you'd be amazing to find right now, and I'd definitely take care of you. But at the same time, like I'd have to take care of you, and that means like settling down and not going out there and doing shit that I might want to do anymore. You know,
type shit.
It's like I don't got a problem taking care of you though. Like I'll do it happily.
Type shit.
But right now though. I'm so young.
I love you. I really do. I really do. But
I want to go on the island. All right, let's get to the other questions. We have time, right? Yes, we do. Yeah. All right. So, what are some small changes you can make in your life to slowly improve it over time? You think?
Small changes.
Yeah. A little bit of advice for the people out there.
Small changes you can make in your life. I'm 100% biased, and I will continue to say this.
Go to the gym.
Until, bruh.
Is that what you're going to say?
Literally that, bro.
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Even if you don't do it all the time. Doing it like 3 times a week, even if you don't do it every day, I think it's huge. It helps a lot with your mental health. It gives you something difficult to do and kind of achieve throughout the day. It is bettering you. It's bettering your physical health. Studies shown that people who exercise have a higher chance of living longer.
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge one. Another thing I think that you could do that'll kind of like, I believe like impact your life. It's just like try to learn a skill of some sort, especially if you're young. Something that you could kind of use that would provide value.
What you mean, like a trade or just like a
it could be
an instrument?
Any skill that you believe that you can provide value and somehow get paid for.
Oh, so like a sport too, anything?
Yeah, I believe like learn some type of skill. Something that actually I want to do, learn a different language.
Yeah, tremendous.
I think that would.
Being bilingual, what?
Oh my gosh,
It
bro.
makes you more attractive to just jobs, people.
Oh, without a doubt.
Opens up the amount of people you could talk to.
Oh my god, it opens up a whole nother culture that you can now communicate with.
Yeah, that's tremendously powerful.
Yeah. So I think learning the language definitely will be a great way to kind of like help you grow.
I think you should drink water. A lot of people, you'd be surprised the amount of water people don't drink.
Yeah, a lot of people drink juice
They don't drink water, man. And
because water don't taste good.
but it's healthy.
Yeah, but it don't
I
taste.
think you should drink water. Sometimes the no taste is perfectly fine. You ain't never been like not out of breath. Excuse me. I was about to say out of breath. Have you ever been so dehydrated when you've, especially as a kid, you went on running around, and like you come home, you drink some water, and for some reason it just tastes sweet.
Yeah, it hits completely.
It's just not
bro.
the same.
You didn't
man.
drink a gallon, bro. One sitting.
It's like I want more. I think drinking water would be good. As Tyler said, exercise. We have gone through this plenty of times before in the morning, man, where you wake up, you ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why are you going to the gym? Why are you doing all this stuff? But at the end of the day, it's just like an early morning battle. You kind of have to go through it yourself. After you actually get the workout done, you feel much better. And you're just like, all right, well,
type shit.
first difficult thing for the day is done. Now time to go conquer the day. I think a couple other things that people could do is looking at themselves and seeing where they personally could improve. And I guess this isn't more a thing that I guess I can tell them to do, more that they have to kind of look at themselves. It's like, all right, what do you think you can improve on as a human being?
So be more like introspective in a way.
Yeah. That's personally what I've done. Things I wanted to improve on with the past were just my socializing, my confidence levels, going to the gym, of course, and a couple other things. And I just talked to myself. I was just real with myself. How do I attain those things? And that's what I work towards.
Would you say it was difficult kind of to like stay disciplined and stay consistent with it?
Yeah, because when you first start, it's not easy. It's not easy at all because you don't want to do the not fun things per se. I can't speak for you, but I do feel like you feel this way sometimes. But at least in regards to the gym, for a lot of the times I don't want to go.
Yeah, I feel that.
However, I understand the importance
Of it.
of what it is. I understand it creates a good, not rhythm, but system.
A routine.
Yes, thank you. It creates a good routine for you to kind of get behind, start your day. I think you said it best in the past. It essentially gives you something challenging to start your day with. You know, waking up however early. Like one of the first things you're doing is working out.
Yeah.
It really does shock the body in a way. So for me personally, having to put all those things into consideration and thinking about all that, I would have to say definitely going to the gym and staying hydrated, because you'd be surprised, man. Water is important. Niggas just don't drink water.
Yeah, but I think it just comes down to like, people forget. One, just like,
Always have the bev.
I agree with that, but some people, the bev isn't necessarily water.
It should be.
Some people have bev as like,
Look at you over here drinking juice.
it's energy, bro. Energy drink.
You should be drinking water.
I have water.
The good electrolytes.
Come on, bro. I got water. Stop playing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Aye.
Come on, bro. What's the respect of my name, bro? Come on. I'm strapped at all times, man.
Fair enough. I retract my earlier statements. I was wrong.
All right, what else we got?
So, next question. Who wants marriage more, in your opinion? Men or women?
No, women.
You think women want it more?
100%.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from. I can see an argument made for men, though.
What's the argument?
We want to pass down our names more.
You can still pass down your name and not be married.
No, you can't. How are you going to pass down your name if you're not married?
Because all passing down name in terms of what? Offspring?
Yeah.
There are many people who have their father's last name and they're not married. The person isn't married to their mother or whatever.
Really? Oh yeah, I'm one of those people. Like, oh, why? Well, yeah, actually, you're right.
Really? That's hilarious.
The more you know.
The more you know. Oh my gosh.
Well, that kind of. I mean, it doesn't really change the argument too much, but yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Bro, there's many. I've met
you
many
can't
people.
do that. Yeah,
Many people literally.
Well, that was my argument for why. I
They
think.
would want it.
Yeah, I do think on average it is more women. I don't really think us guys care much more for relationships these days.
I don't think men get so much. Men don't really get a lot from being married.
We
Like,
get,
what's-
we get tax breaks, I think.
Yeah, but
Who do you think marriage benefits more, men or women?
women.
It benefits women more.
It benefits women more. Yeah.
In your opinion, why does it benefit women more? And then after that, I'm kind of curious, why do you think it doesn't benefit men as much?
Well, I think it benefits women more because one, that's kind of what they want. You hear a lot of women be like, "Oh, I've been dreaming of this since this day. I've been dreaming of this since this day." I think a lot of it is kind of planned for them. I feel like it's more of a big ass party for them. Also, in terms of divorce,
You mean the wedding is the biggest party for them?
damn near. I view it damn near.
Would you say the entire marriage is also a big ass party for them too?
No, I would say the whole marriage, is.
Okay.
But like the wedding ceremony.
Yeah. It's the bride's day, they say, and shit like
shit.
that. It's her day, not your day.
I think also just in terms of like divorce,
They do get a lot away in divorce.
typically they get a decent amount, or they get half.
But you do know a lot of ladies would disagree with you and say, well, actually, the marriage is made to benefit the man
How?
because the wife does the cooking, wife does the cleaning of the house, to taking care of the children. All your job really is just going out and making money, then coming home and just sitting there. So it's kind of like she does all the domestic duties and all that
I'm
stuff,
sitting at home,
and you don't do anything.
I'm sitting at home because I didn't spend 12 hours in a factory or 12 hours at my job, so I can provide.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm not coming at home. It's not like I'm coming home and I'm sitting. I'm doing nothing. Well, yeah, I'm coming home. I'm fucking relaxing. Why? Because I've been working all day long to make sure that the lights still turn on, that there's still a roof underneath our head, and all that other stuff. Also, I feel like now, especially in modern, what you explained is just very traditional.
It's very traditional.
And I don't like modern time. That's not typically how it is. Modern time, I feel like now, especially, a lot of things are shared.
Yeah, I
both
think
men
both.
and women.
Yeah, I think
both men and women work. Both men and women cook. Both men and women clean. Both men and
Yeah.
women take care of the kids.
There's no individual role.
So there's no real individual roles. So it's like, as the man, I'm still doing.
Okay, so how do you think it benefits us as men least? You said marriage benefits women the most. You said that.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that down. So why does it benefit men the least now?
I think it benefits them least primarily when it comes to like divorce. Because I think you're now putting yourself in a position where if you guys do get divorced, she now could take half.
Okay, I understand that. So you're saying you're making a legally binding agreement that can be detrimental to yourself.
Correct.
Okay. Take the divorce out of it, though. I mean, I know you kind of have both hand in hand, but for the sake of conversation, say divorce isn't on the table. How does it benefit us in your eyes,
How does it benefit us?
or not? Which way? Yeah.
I think without divorce, I think it's kind of just like neutral in a way. And I guess what I mean by that is I don't think with marriage you're necessarily gaining anything.
But you know,
I mean, you have like, I guess, like a long-term partner, but at the same time, you could still be with someone long-term without being married.
I will say, did you know men who are actually married live longer than men who aren't?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's, I guess, one way it benefits us in that sense. We live longer because this is like one of my hypotheses as to why, because I haven't done the research myself, of course. But I believe it has to do with the fact that we don't go to the doctors as often. And our wives tend to, or just women in our lives tend to be more proactive in regards to going to the doctors. So they're more likely to push their husbands to do so than a single man is likely to do it for himself.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we are more likely to like not survive if we don't have them around, I guess. For that, in that sense.
That's fair.
So that's like one way I could think that it benefits us.
Do you have any other way?
No, that's that and tax breaks, and then
I guess tax break, but
you can
me
have kids.
personally, I just don't. Me personally, I just don't think tax breaks are such like a huge thing. Yes, you can have kids, but you can have kids without being married to someone. Like I'm just thinking of like, what can you do in marriage that you can't really do outside of marriage?
It used to be sex.
As of right,
It used to be
sex.
sex. Yeah, they changed
that's
that.
not
They changed that whole shit up.
Exactly. So like, there's no real. And I'm not saying like, don't get married or any of that, but I just still don't see. I don't think there's like one main benefit, especially because men aren't the ones typically pushing for, like marriage or a relationship.
Maybe we aren't the ones that push for it, but I have a feeling deep down, and a lot of guys wouldn't admit this, but we would prefer to be married than not.
Probably, yeah. Because I also do think, and I guess maybe this is a good thing about being married or a positive thing, but I think this goes for both like men and women. It's just like the whole companionship aspect of it. Like you have a companion, you have someone that you could talk to that, compared to like, imagine just like being 45, imagine being single at 45.
Yeah.
You know, it's really just you waking up, doing your thing, whatever. And I think having that connection is important as like you get older. And I saw like some video that talked about like why as we get older, like we value relationships so much more.
Do you have an idea, in your opinion, as to why you think that is?
Nah, I think because you look at, I think one, probably because one, you're closer to death.
Yeah, I was gonna say your mortality might take.
Yeah. I think you're closer to death. I do also think it's just some of it just has to do with like your change in your mindset and like your mentality. So like I think for us, we and everyone wants excitement, but I think like us being 23, we want more excitement than like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah,
You know,
chances
like
are.
we're more likely to go out to bars and clubs and
You got the energy for it.
try to travel and all that other shit. And he's like,
got the
listen,
energy for
man,
it.
I done already lived. I done had my fun. Like, I'm really just trying.
I'm trying to chill.
I'm really trying to chill.
Yeah.
You know, and I think they value just like quality relationships instead of you going out and being alone and being a bachelor and all that other stuff. I think a lot of that is cool now, but I think as people get older, they would rather just kind of settle down. And some of that is just due to the fact that we are social creatures and we want companionship from somebody. And getting married gives you that companionship because you are legally tied with this person. 9 out of 10, if you're married to them, you're living with them.
Yeah, chances are.
So, like, you are now with this person. So, no matter what, even if they get on your nerves, you know, like, okay, I do have some companionship or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I guess that would be a benefit.
Yeah.
But that I do believe is a benefit for both men and women.
Not just individually.
Not just individually men or just individually women, because we give each other companionship. You don't have to be alone, and I don't have to be alone.
We also give each other sex, so it benefits both people too.
In terms of that, yeah.
You can't use that one either. I don't know. Well, then let me ask you, kind of going off of that, who wants sex more, men or women?
Men.
Really? You think it's men?
I believe so.
No arguments for women at all. I've heard that women want it more than us. They just don't show it as much as we do. But like I've heard, like
maybe I say men just because I think we're just more aggressive.
Yeah, we go after it more.
Yeah,
but that's because of what we are.
But also, I feel like a decent amount of women kind of want a relationship with it.
Yeah, of course, because they're emotional.
Yeah, exactly.
So like emotional relationship with the physical.
Yeah,
they go hand in hand.
But men kind of, I think, just want the one.
I think men just want the physical. It kind of goes off of just what turns you on too. That plays a part into what you're saying.
Yeah,
because like it is notoriously known that in order to get a woman going and in order to get a man going, you really don't need much for a guy. But for a girl, you might need to set the mood. You might need to do some foreplay, all that other stuff. Yeah. You know, it takes more time for them. So, of course, like, they're going to be more emotional with it. They're going to kind of want some kind of a connection with the person.
And that's why I think men desire sex more than women. Because, like, what you're explaining is, like, women want an emotional connection to it. You want to just straight.
Just the physical. Just the physical.
Men that don't necessarily want, or I'm not going to say they don't want it, but I don't think they don't like need it
They can take it or leave it.
type shit.
It's
Like if it comes with
if it
it,
is
cool.
but like that's not
It's not a prerequisite.
like I'm not.
It's
It's not
not a
necessary
required type shit.
Like that's not necessary
Yeah.
for us to do what we're doing. All right, fair. These questions are interesting. I can see going back to the first one with the marriage. I could see an argument for men, but
Why?
I do believe there are. I don't know. Maybe it's just because what I've just seen in America these days. It seems as though it's more men who want marriage than women do.
Really?
I think, in my opinion, and this is just I think in our generation, but I believe there are more men. There are more respectable men than women now.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I know that's a wild statement. Just by how people portray themselves, and I'm just going off of like just our generation. I'm not talking about the
other generation.
I'm
just us.
Just us. Yes,
Okay.
just us. And just from what I've seen, what I've heard, just the videos I've watched, and what I have observed, in my humble opinion, that is just what I think. So because of that, I think it's more us men. We kind of take the idea of marriage more seriously than what the girls our age are doing, which is why we might idolize that and think of that more than
If
they would.
I would say this, if there were more, let's say there are more respectable men than women in our generation, don't you think because of that we would want marriage less? Because like, why would we want marriage if we're gonna like from a non?
I think
women are not.
I think the reason we want marriage less is because there's not enough. Because that is currently what's going on, and I think the reason we want marriage less is because there's not enough good women to go around in the first place.
Yeah.
And the women who do want to get married, they want to get married to men that are financially stable.
Stable, yeah.
But usually, because our generation is still so young, not all of us are at that financial stability level of it yet.
A lot of them aren't, bro.
But the older generation, the one before us, I believe the millennials, they actually do have that stability. So the girls in our generation would probably go for the older guys, which is usually what takes place. They say the ideal age for a man and a woman's relationship is between like 6 years or something like that. So he's like 6 years older than her or something like that.
I heard 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also heard that from my father, so I'm not sure that's true.
You never know. But yeah, it's that's just my thoughts, frankly.
That's fair. Well, we are kind of getting to the end of the show. Around this time, we give advice. So, Trey, you have any advice you would like to give to the people?
Yeah. Follow your dreams and aspirations, and don't stop them for anybody, unless they're like your family. Then I can understand that. Like your kids, like I'd say that, but
like your kids.
Yeah.
But
So like,
but is she your wifey? Fuck her. I'm just asking.
Wifey
I'm just
and
asking.
wife. All right. If she's your wife, and like you have children together, and you have a mortgage, you have jobs, don't leave to the island. Okay, that makes sense. However, if she's just like a girl, and you think she could be wifey, but you want to go on the trip anyway, go.
All right, that's
If
fair.
she's wifey, she'll understand. If she's not, then she won't. And then you go find another wifey, because there's always another one.
There is always another one. I agree with you with that. But majority of women who finna stay around if you're going for a year.
I don't disagree. I think a lot of women would leave.
According to leaving,
And you know what? I would not fault them for leaving. I don't think they're
blame
wrong
them.
for leaving.
I don't think they're wrong either.
By all means.
I left. No communication. No nothing. I'm off the grid.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I'm right for doing what I'm doing. No.
9 out of 10, if I leave, I hop on that plane. I know. Okay.
I would expect
we're
to hear from
we're
you
over.
again.
Like we're over.
Yeah,
Type shit.
of course. But like, I'm still gonna do it though, and like see what happens.
Just enjoy your time out there.
Yeah. I come back, you're gone. Okay.
That's respectable. That's respectable. My advice would be get some alone time. Kind of like similar to the whole like island thing, like being alone. I do believe being alone is like a really good thing. I think it gives you time to learn about yourself, to kind of be a little bit introspective, and to learn. I think also it helps you from not being codependent and putting your happiness into someone else. Because once you put your happiness into someone else and that person leaves, whether it's due to death or just they don't want to be with you anymore, whatever that is. It's rough because it's like your happiness left. So learn to be alone, spend some time alone, learn to be happy with yourself. So that would be my advice. Once again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. All episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts.
Thanks.
You can find us on Instagram. That's going to be NOA_podcast. On TikTok is going to be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. We have other YouTube channels. We have NOA Adventures, which is our vlog page. We have NOA Reacts, which is our reaction page. And we also have NOA Podcast Clips for those who can't watch the full thing through. Also, please subscribe to the main YouTube channel for exclusive content, such as the Wednesday show.
Yeah.
Once again, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.